Hi friends, this is Sujeevana, belongs to CSC D section of Adishankara Institute of Technology. Today I am here to present my TED talk on the topic of structure query language, also known as SQL. Now I am here to say what is an SQL, what is the need of an SQL, history of SQL and commands in SQL. Introduction of SQL. SQL is a language to operate databases. It includes database creation, deletion, fetching, modifying, etc. SQL is a standard language of American National Standard Institution, but there are many different diversions of all SQL languages. What is SQL? SQL is structure query language, which is a computer language for storing, manipulating and retrieving data stored in a relational database. SQL is the standard language for relational database system. All the relational database system like MySQL, MS Access, Oracle, Sybase, Informix and SQL Server use SQL as the standard database language. Also, they are using different dialects such as MS SQL Server using T.SQL, Oracle using PL by SQL. MS Access version of SQL is called JetSQL, etc. Why we need to use SQL? SQL is widely popular because it offers the following advantages. Allows users to access data in the relational database management system, allows users to describe the data, allows users to define the data in a database and manipulate the data, allows to embed within other languages using SQL modules, libraries and pre-compilers, allows users to create and drop databases and tables, allows users to create, view, stored procedure functions in a database, allows users to set permissions on tables, procedures and views. A brief history of SQL. In 1970, Dr. Edward Codd of IBM is known as the father of relational model for databases. In 1974, structure query language appeared. In 1978, IBM worked to develop Codd's idea and released a product named System Buyer. 1986, IBM developed the first prototype of relational database and standardized by American National Standard Institute. The first relational database was released by Relational Software later came to be known as Oracle. The process of SQL. When you are executing on SQL command for any relational database management system, the system determines the best way to carry out your request and the SQL engine figures out how to interact the task. There are various components included in this process. These components are query dispatches, optimization engine, query engines, SQL query engines, etc. A classic query engine handles all the non-SQL queries, but a SQL query engine won't handle logical files. Now about SQL commands. The standard SQL commands to interact with relational databases are create, select, insert, update, delete and drop. These commands can be classified into the following groups based on their nature. First group, data definition language. Under data definition language, the commands are create. It creates a new table, a view of table or other object in the database. Second one, alter. Modifies an existing database object such as a table. Third one, drop. Deletes an entire table, a view of table or other objects in the database. The second group is data manipulation language. Under data manipulation language, the commands are select, retrace, certain records from one or more tables. Second one, insert, creates a record. Third one, update, modifies record. Fourth one, delete the records. And finally, the third group is data control language. Under data control language, only two commands are present. First one, grant, gives a privilege to user. Second one, revoke, takes back privilege granted from user. Now we are using RDBMS frequently. What is RDBMS? RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System RDBMS is the basics of SQL and for all modern database systems like SQL Server, IBM DB2, Oracle, MySQL and Microsoft Access. A relational database management system is a database management system that is based on the relational model as introduced by EF Code. We are using frequently the words like table, record, column, etc. Now let's see what is a table. The data is an RDBMS is stored in database objects which are called as tables. These tables are basically a collection of related data entries and it consists of numerous columns and rows. Remember, table is the most common and simplest form of data storage in a relational database. Now, what is a field? Every table is broken up into smaller entities called fields. The fields in the customers table consist of ID, name, age, address and salary, etc. A field is a column in a table that is designed to maintain specific information about every record in the table. Now, what is a record? A record is also known as row of data in each individual entry that causes in the table. Now, what is a column? A column is a vertical entity in a table that contains all information associated with a specific field in the table. That's all friends. Thank you.